Okay, we are going to be working on creating our birch trees. Now, this piece of paper, we are going to create the pattern that you would see on a birch tree, and then we will use it to cut the birch trees out of. So we're technically not drawing trees on this paper. We're just adding the pattern with cardboard and paint that when we cut it out, it will look like a tree. So one thing that is important is that your paper is vertical, because the lines we need to do are horizontal. So we want to make sure the paper is vertical. How we're going to cut it, the lines that we're going to paint are horizontal. So there's no way of messing this up. So please write your name before you begin, because there's no flipping it over and doing it again, because there's no drawing of any sort. So once you get your name, then you're going to flip it over, keeping it vertical. When you get your tray, you're going to find a little black paint, cardboard pieces, and then a paintbrush. So make sure you get your own paintbrush and your own piece of cardboard. This cardboard will go into the trash when we're done. Please don't stick it back in here, because we can't use it again. So what we're going to do is, in a minute, I'm going to take the paint and I'm going to add some blobs of paint going from the left side. Not the middle, not the right. We're going to put it on the left side. Once I get blobs of paint, I'll take my brush, put it back in the holder. Then I'm going to use the long side of my cardboard to drag it across left to right. So, again, watch. Got my brush, got my paint. I'm just going to add, I don't want it to be like uniform, because again, this is a pattern. So take my brush, put it in the house so it doesn't make a mess. Move my tray out of the way now. Take my cardboard, and you kind of have to hold, and we'll have to do this in two times. Get it on the paint and drag it across. I'm going to flip it the other way so I can do it. Again, and I went to the other side, drag it across. So I kind of want to add some on the other side. It's supposed to be black marks that are kind of sporadic, which just means not anywhere specific, across the paper, because a birch tree has these little black lines. So I kind of don't really care for the big blobs, but I want more of the smaller ones. So maybe when you dot your paint, make smaller dots, not big blobs, and then drag it across. Again, this is going to go in the trash can. I'm done with that. Again, this is going to be what we cut the trees out of starting on Thursday. We have to make our background, and then we'll add the trees on top. Again, throw away your piece of cardboard. Take your artwork to the drying rack. You better have already put your name on the back. Then go ahead and clean up by putting your mat back up, and your tray will go back on the counter. When you get back there, take your house and dump your brushes into the pool, the soapy water.